Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Just a quick video. So I just watched the first half of Man United versus Barcelona, the second leg, and yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that the penalty wasn't a penalty. Well, it wasn't, but to be honest, yeah, if you are in your own penalty area, do not grab at an opposition player. As soon as you grab at an opposition player, you're giving the referee a decision to make. As soon as Bruno was there, I thought, oh no, oh no. Because again, today they had an interview earlier I saw with Rio Ferdinand interviewing Bruno, and in the comments everyone was saying, oh, you know, Bruno deserves all the praise and Bruno is fantastic, Bruno is wonderful. And they were showing his stats, and in his stats it basically showed that he's scored more goals than he's had assists. And I put a comment on there, I will link that to this. I put a comment on there saying that's a bit of a concern. You know, he plays as an attacking midfielder, and his job is to create opportunities. That's his job. As an attacking midfielder, you've got front men ahead of him. Yeah, his job is to create chances for them to score. That's his main job. If he can get a goal as well, great. Does he do that? No. Now, part of the reason he does that could be because of the fact that the forwards aren't good enough, or they might not have been over the years. Certainly last year, Rashford was quite poor. So that may be part of the reason. This season, he's had 8 assists in 22 games. Now, to me, that isn't enough. That's really poor. And playing him on the right today, that hasn't worked. And again, as a manager, yeah, everyone's saying, you know, they do videos. Mike Goldbridge and what's his name? The ex-Man United goalkeeper. I've forgotten what his name is for a second. But they do videos all the time after matches and talking about how Ten Hag is a genius. If he's such a genius, how does he not see that in the first half it's not worked at all with Bruno being on the right and with Sancho being in the middle? So why not swap them back? Why not put Sancho on the right and put Bruno back in the middle where he normally plays? He didn't do it the whole half. He didn't do it. So is he really a genius? Yeah, in that match, certainly the first half, I think the manager had a poor first half. And I think the majority of players, Weghorst again was poor. He ran around a bit. He got involved a bit. He had touches on the ball, yes. But generally speaking, quite poor. With Sancho poor, Weghorst poor, Fred as usual, my God. Fred and Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, I noted both of them. Their lackadaisical approach to passing. Well, I'd drop them both from a massive height. I mean, the problem is, a lot of people are saying Wan-Bissaka is back to his best. His passing is awful. On so many occasions, he will just play such an incredibly loose pass. He's supposed to be a professional football player, getting paid to play football, and he can't focus during the whole of that game. Oh, yeah, I mean, well, same as Fred. Yeah, at one point Sancho played a lovely ball with Fred. Fred kicked the ball towards God knows where. It hit the roof of the net. Yeah, Fred was basically on the right hand side of the penalty area. Yeah, terrible. And then Fred walks away with a look on his face. And my immediate thought is, Fred actually thinks he's a good football player. He's Brazilian, and that's what he can produce. That. And the really poor passing and the weak tackling. That's what he can produce. Wow. Part of the problem is, and I've said about church and other things about this only saying lovely things. I think that's part of the problem. Is that they get in there and Casemiro will say to Fred, "Oh, you did okay, don't worry, you'll do better in the second half." Yeah, other teammates were saying it to him. They should be putting a rocket up that bloke's backside. Say, excuse me, were you even there today? I didn't realise you were actually playing. They should make him never want to perform like that again. Never want to come into the dressing room after playing like that again. Instead, I imagine it's all sweet and lovely and all encouraging, and yeah, you're not going to work out that way. As you're never going to be champions again unless you can get that crap out of it. And then Daigle, again, a terrible pass. So as soon as people start talking about him being, that his ball playing is better, he does that. Yeah. Him saying he's willing to lower his wage for a new contract. Yeah, if he keeps playing passes like that from goalkeeper position, putting the team under incredible pressure, then he needs to leave. He shouldn't be getting a new contract. Yeah, I would. Difficult, isn't it? Yeah. But for me, Wan-Bissaka, Fred. Yeah, this whole point about Weghorst. People say Weghorst is great because he runs about a bit. Come on, can't we get a player who plays in that position, who can run about a bit, who can actually retain the ball, who can also shoot and score? Can't we get a player that can do that? Does it have to be Weghorst because he's here already? Yeah, no, they're talking about Sabitzer staying. Well, Sabitzer, as far as I can see so far, he seems okay. I imagine he's a far better player than we've seen already. He needs a bit of time to get into it, yeah. But I don't think that with Weghorst, and I don't think that with Fred and Wan-Bissaka and the likes of Maguire and even Lindelof. Lindelof had a good game the other day, but in the second half, in the latter stages, he had a better game because he woke up to the fact he was playing football and started putting his foot in there a bit more. But he's weak, he's slow, Lindelof. So yeah, it's just, to me, if you want to be a winning team, you've got to look at these weak links and you've got to get rid of them. So even from the point of view as a club, if the club has to take a hit on losing money because you pay too much for players or you pay too much in wages for players, then you've got to take a hit, learn from it, move on. But having players that are not good enough at your club, retaining those players because it's better to retain them than to lose the money, no. I don't think that's a good move in any way, shape or form. No. So, first half is over. Man United losing 1-0. But Barcelona have only had one shot on target. So neither side are playing well at the moment in the first half. What they do in the second half, we will see, but I expect to see changes. Certainly from Man United's point of view. Changes are most definitely expected. So, let's see. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Well, you take care, God bless. I'll speak to you soon. And I'll do a quick video on the second half after. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.